if you are elected, how is City Hall going to work inside? Are you going to bring in experts to help out with some of the more technical nitty-gritty details?
Mm-hmm, for sure, and I think that's incredibly important, and I think that we should always ask the people who know. Ask the people we've hired to take care of certain files, to take care of them, and to be clear with us about what they need and how those bits and pieces work. And I think a really obvious example is the TTC. You know, we hire people to take care of the TTC and who are transit experts and who have had jobs like that before and who understand how that works. And I think we need to trust them and listen to them when we ask things about transit.
But how do you think these experts are going to react to having to be under someone of your age? Do you think that if you do get elected, do you think that you'll be taken seriously enough for a difference to be made by...
I think if I'm not, I'm going to make sure I am.
Okay.
I've had a long history of being a youth with adult leadership roles and working with adults, and I'm pretty good at forcing people to take me seriously. And I think it's not about being rude but it's, when people cut you off saying, you just cut me off, please let me finish. Or when people don't take you seriously but saying, no, you need to take me seriously, this is the position I have, and you need to let me do it. Will it probably take a little while for everyone in City Hall to take me seriously? For sure. But I'm also ready to deal with that, and I have some skills on how to get people to take me seriously. But I also think that adults, it might do some of them some good to remember that youth know things too, and have a different skill set and experiences that do matter and are important.
But not only are you a teen, you're also a girl,
Mm-hmm.
and we know that there's always some sort of controversy or tension in politics when, especially with women members. Karen Stintz, for example, was often called out for having too high-pitched a voice and, all this kind of stuff. What are you thinking about that?
I think for me, that's just plain sexism, and you call it out when you see it, and that's just that's the only way to deal with it at the end of the day. Sometimes as a woman, you've got to be a little bit louder and a little bit pushier just to be taken just as seriously as men. And that sucks, and that's awful. But I mean, at the end of the day, you just got to call it when you see it. If someone's saying, someone's, asking about your clothes, you'd say, would you ask a male candidate about that? Would you ask Rob Ford? If would you? No, you wouldn't. So don't ask me. And I think that's, at the end of the day, you just got to call when you see it.
So are you going to be lobbying for representation from different races, different genders? Because I think that's something that's definitely lacking in City Hall.
Definitely lacking. The male over 40 demographic is pretty overrepresented at City Hall. And not that over 40 white males can't do good jobs at things. I know some great over 40 white males, but that's not a good representation of everyone who lives here in Toronto. So yes, I think we need to lobby for better representation of people from different races and people of different genders and all that stuff. It's sad when Rwanda, a country that recently had a genocide, has better female representation in the legislature than we do in our City Hall. We like to say we're the most diverse and we're the most multicultural city in the world, but our city council is definitely not the most multicultural in the world.
So you think, the youth are going to keep missing out with every year that they don't vote. This stuff is going to keep piling on until we're there, and then we're going to do the same thing for our children who will not vote, and then it's just going to be, the world for the youth is never going to be made before they get to their present.
I think it's really unfortunate that we don't even take ourselves seriously until we're 40, And the interesting thing is everyone who is 40 now, everyone who is 60 now, was 18 once, was 20 once, was 30 once. Why would you not care? Why would you say that at 18 no one knows anything? You were once there. You once felt these things. You once understood these things. So why can't you take us seriously? Why can't you give us a hand up? Why can't you help us? Why do we have to wait until we're 30 until you can say yes?
Are you going to do politics forever?
I don't know. I would love to maybe be Prime Minister one day or do something, aim high, reach big. But I don't know. Yes, I will probably always be involved in politics and in change and social change, but I don't know what that'll look like.
So are you, if you don't win, What's next? How's this? How are you planning to sort of pan out your future?
I don't know. I have some university acceptances, though I'm not accepting them for September. We'll see. I can't really decide on anything. I want to keep doing what feels right in the moment, and I don't know what will feel right 7 months from now. Maybe I'll say, oh, I should have accepted that U of T application. Like, I should have said yes. But maybe I'll be like, you know what, I'm just going to go to France for 6 months and babysit someone's children. Like, right? Like, I want to keep doing what feels right for me and what feels interesting and what I feel passionate about. And I think that, you know, I don't want to work some temp job because that's what someone once said I should do so I can move up in the workforce. I want to, you know, be passionate and be young and do exciting things and look forward and try and change the world because that's what I feel passionate about. That's what I want to do. I don't want to wait. Waiting sucks.
Okay, so one last thing. Do you have anything you would like to say to the people that are, you know, watching you and, you know, following, tracking your campaign, seeing what you do, especially youth? Do you have anything that you'd like to say to them?
I think, you know, to not listen when people say you're the leaders of tomorrow. I think it's just to say, no, I'm the leader of today. No, I'm not waiting for tomorrow. I don't have time to wait for tomorrow because who knows what'll happen tomorrow. I'm going to lead today. I'm going to do what I want to do today.
I like that.
That's brilliant. Okay.
Thank you, Morgan.
Thank you very much. It's been
been
such
awesome.
a pleasure. Yeah.
Thank you.